Welcome back to the Sipping Sooner. Thank you for joining me again today. Today we're going to discuss the transfer portal, the matchup with Arizona in the bowl game, and then Florida State. You know, I had a friend, man, who was watching the game Saturday, and he was on the phone with me, and I was telling him as soon as the games go off, he needs to just stay off of ESPN, stay off social media for about 2 weeks or so. Because what he was about to see wasn't going to be for his eyes. He's what I call a casual football fan. And, honestly, if you watching this video right now, you, along with me, we're called college football junkies. You know, we go that extra step, man. We always need to be in the know. We always need to know what's happening with everything. You know what I mean? And so with all that being said, man, I only know one way to break this down. We're going to have to do it Sip Master style. So you already know. Get little Johnny out of the room. Go grab your drink. Kick back. And you already know what time it is. Corso, what's up, man? I see you chilling. Man, let's get it. Grab your drink. I got mine. And you already know.
Let's get it.
All right. So, like I was saying, today we're going to talk about a couple of different topics. And believe me, in my opinion, and maybe a lot of y'all's, depending on your stance, ain't none of them good. So, let's start off with transfer portal. So, transfer portal, man. Here's the rundown of names that I got right now. We all know that before I could even finish reading this, it might be somebody else going in it. So we ain't going to worry about being all that accurate. But these guys are the ones that we know as of now. Dillon Gabriel, Reggie Grimes, Nate Anderson, Savion Byrd, Key Lawrence, Marcus Major, Dalen Smothers, Tyree Walker, Jason Llewellyn, DJ Graham, Marcus Hicks. And I'm sure that they won't be the last, okay? So just go ahead and brace yourself for that. So Monday rolls around, right? And guess what happened? I get another phone call from said friend who was warned to stay off of the damn social media and everything else. And he's in a sure fucking panic, man. And I had to break it down for him. He wanted to know why come so many people are leaving and this and that. And I told him, hey, man, it's the natural process of how it is today, man. Some of these guys left because they want, different opportunities. Some of these guys was probably asked to leave. I would say out of everybody in the transfer portal as of right now, Dalen Smothers is probably the only surprise. I was asking for him to get some game time earlier this year. But I mean, man, at this point, man, I don't know what's going on with the man. I mean, he went home for a while earlier on in camp, trying to act like he didn't know whether he wanted to be here or not. And now he bounces. So shit, let his ass go. I mean, as far as everybody else, man, I'm not shocked. Let me see. Let me go back to my list real quick. DJ Graham, he dealt with, injuries and, even after he made the switch over to wide receiver. Marcus Hicks never could really get on the field, was injured a lot. And from what we're hearing, he's already landed at South Dakota State. Jason Llewellyn, I covered him in the last video. We never really seen the man really play anything on the field. Tyree Walker, we covered him in the last video. Had to go try to get him a scholarship. Marcus Major, we covered him. He's been hurt with that shoulder and quite frankly just ain't never really broke out, man. He just ain't never done it. You know, he kept giving us glimpses and flashes of it, but then shit, next thing you look up and season ends and Marcus Major ain't really done too much. You know what I'm saying? So Key Lawrence, we already know, man. We as a football player, we love Key, man, but Key, for whatever reason, it's just taking him too long to grasp everything, man. He's still running around a little lost, and I don't understand that, considering, you know, he been playing football a while now. He ain't a freshman. Savion Byrd, same thing. You know, a lot of potential if he ever gets it, you know, together up here. But apparently, it's a struggle, man. It's a struggle. Nate Anderson, barely know him, didn't see him. Reggie Grimes, man, the man got hard, man. That dude right there, man, he loved him some OU, man. But unfortunately, he just wasn't on that level, man, you know. So he had to go. He got passed up on the depth chart. And then that leaves Dillon Gabriel. Now, when it comes to Dillon, man, y'all know I love me some Dillon, some DG, man, you know. And Brandon Drum, I know he caught some shit for it, man, but he wasn't wrong. Dillon Gabriel came and saved our ass, man. I don't care how you want to look at it, man. I mean, we could have been possibly stuck with Davis Bevel back in 22, and we already know what that would have looked like. So, man, shit, don't be acting like we was in good hands and then he came and fucked something up, because that wasn't the case, man. We still had a losing record at the end of the damn day, but just imagine how bad that shit could have got. You know, it could have got downright ugly, man. So, yeah. You know, hats off to him, man. I wish him the best in his adventure. Sounds like he's going to end up over there either at Oregon or USC or UCLA. Man, now if he go to USC, man, me and him going to have a conversation, man, about our friendship, because I don't think I can get on board with that fuck shit. But, you know, that's just me. And we all know I'm very ready to see Jackson Arnold go out here and get his chance to lead the team. That ain't got nothing to do with DG, other than the fact that he was the quarterback. He played here 2 years. He gave us all he could. And now it's time for him to move on, because, you know, I keep trying to, you know, explain this to a few people. There was a plan in place where DG was going to play for 2 years, get his ass up out of here. Now, whether that was voluntary or involuntary, it didn't matter. He had to go. It's Jackson's time. Jackson, in my opinion, is going to get 2 years. And then guess what? It's going to be time for him to get his ass up out of here. And then on down the line, Michael Hawkins, Kevin Sperry, on down the line. Now, things could happen, you know, to kind of alter that course. But, you know, in general, that's kind of where they need to stick to that timeline. You know what I mean? In order to keep this ball moving, you know, moving forward. And I know we had the people out there talking about they wanted DG to play in a bowl game. Not me. I didn't want DG to take another damn snap from Jackson. Jackson needs every snap possible in order to get him ready for next year. I don't give a damn what anyone says, okay? Because the same people that's saying let DG play and taking away from Jackson's experience, it's going to be the same people that's ready to crucify his ass next year when he's out there making mistakes. You know what I mean? Yeah, believe me, I'll be paying attention to the people that still want DG in there to play. Don't get me wrong, I love DG, but he need to get his ass out the way, man. You know what I'm saying? Because the standard ain't finna change once Jackson takes over next year. We still going to be expecting excellence. And it's going to be a harsh reality for a lot of people, man. We gonna be in the SEC. 9-3. That's gonna be a good year. That's gonna be a good year, our first year over there. These people that think we're gonna go over there and compete for the title, that shit ain't happening. Wake your ass up. That ain't happening. So let's just go over there, get the lay of the land, and then we come out firing. In 2025, I expect for us to do some damage, and I mean major damage. So until then, we just gonna go over there, get our feet wet, learn the landscape, see who's doing what, and then we go in there and bust somebody's ass wide open. All right, guys, let's talk Florida State, man, and the dick down that they got. Now, once again, depending on what stance you take, whether you want to be let's get the best 4 teams in the country, because even if you go best 4 teams, it still ain't the best 4 teams in the damn playoffs, okay? Now, with that being said, if you want to go with the most deserving, then Florida State should have got in. Now, I'm going to take the stance of I don't give a fuck about Alabama and Texas, okay? I really don't. Bottom line is this. Before this season started, the criteria was win your damn games, win your conference, and especially if you go undefeated, your ass is going to be in. You can't change the fucking criteria at the end just to suit your narrative, okay? Man, I don't know how Mike Norvell did it, but I'm telling you, I would have just pulled out my checkbook and started writing checks, man, because the fines that I would have accumulated just off of my immediate press conference right after that dick down would have been monumental, okay? Ain't no way in hell. I don't give a shit if we was on our 5th quarterback, okay? And then for the people out there that want to say, well, even if it was OU and we was down to our backups, Bevel. If Bevel was our quarterback going into the playoffs and then they had the nerve to say that they wouldn't want us to be in, you lost your fucking mind. All the rest of the players on that team worked their ass off, didn't they? They went out there and played. They still found ways to win, put their ass in the game. Shit. Like I said, Alabama, you shouldn't have got beat by Texas at home to open the season. That's just how it goes, man. High risk, high reward. Texas reaped the benefits of the reward, but then they turned around and lost to us. So if you had to pick between Texas and Alabama, then Texas should be in over Alabama. End of the damn story. I don't give a shit about the SEC not having a team in the playoffs. Kiss my ass. And I already told y'all, I'm very vindictive, man. Ain't no way in hell that I would have been able to sit up there as a coach and let my team get done like that and me not just go absolutely ape shit. Ain't no way in hell. I would have told everybody what they could do. And we know what it is. I mean, it's kind of like Will Ferrell in the movie, what was it called? The Congressman, right? The one where he was talking about the book, when he said, hey, turn the page, and what does it say? It would have been the same thing if I was Mike Norvell. You leave me out of the playoff, and I would have been directing this directly to the committee. I fucked your wife, period. That's just crazy to me, man, that they could dick these boys down and then, act like, oh, well, y'all was without y'all quarterback. Hell no. And no, Florida State is not one of the best teams in the country. Matter of fact, I don't even think they're a top 10, top 15 team without their damn quarterback. But at the end of the day, they went out there, put all their shit on the line every Saturday, found ways to win. They should fucking be in. And let me tell you right now, I absolutely hate Florida State. Period. So, there's few teams in college football that I just can't stand. Notre Dame, Florida State, USC. And for you people out there getting caught up on the word hate, we talking about sports, man. Cut that shit out. Yeah, I was just sitting back, just watching everything unfold all weekend, man. Just shaking my head like, man, look at this shit right here. Absolutely unacceptable. But, you know, man, we going to always find a way to justify our actions, ain't we? Yeah. Well, like I said, man, if it's your team that gets left out, I don't think we so quick to be hollering about the 4 best teams anymore. It's about, damn, don't we deserve to be in? You know? Shit. I'm sorry, ain't nobody going to convince me that if OU got dicked down like that you just be on board with that shit. Ain't no fucking way in hell. Y'all already know. We think we deserve to be in. We thought we deserved to be in the Big 12 championship. Even after losing 2 games, we shouldn't have lost. Regardless of whose fault it was. Shit, we already documented that shit. Okay, let's move on to Arizona, man. Let me tell you right now, I do not like this matchup in the bowl game on no level. First of all, Arizona is a good team, man. And they going to give us everything we want. I mean, they going to get in our ass. I'm telling you. Yeah, I mean, I don't care what nobody says, man. I ain't trying to fucking hear it, man. It's a no-win situation for Oklahoma, man. Like you say, you go out here and you get your ass kicked, you ain't gonna never hear the end of it. You know, then the fan base is immediately gonna start talking about how we a disappointment and this and fucking that, man. You go out there and you beat them, all of a sudden nobody says a damn thing. No congratulations, no damn good job, no nothing. You get no credit for that bullshit. Nada. So, I mean, yeah, man. Now, they better go fucking win the game, man. You know, with all that being said, they better get it done. You know, but it's going to be tough, man. It's going to be tough because we don't know who's opting out, who's playing, who ain't playing, who's going to the transfer portal even now. We'll get a better idea. We got time to actually break it down and dissect the game. But right now, as far as I can see, I really don't like this matchup. They going to be ready. They fans they already hyped up and, you know, they get to go play a blue blood and try to knock us off, man. You know, they should be hyped. You know, it's going to mean a whole lot, you know, a whole lot more to them right now. For us, I like it that we get the extra practices because like I keep saying, we know Jackson needs the reps, all of the damn reps. No need to give Davis Beville shit. And even as much as I like General Booty, sit your booty ass over there and watch, you know. But yeah, that's about where we stand, man. I really don't like this matchup. I wish it would have been, and it's hard, man. It's hard to get these young men motivated to go play Arizona. Now, if you one of those guys who wasn't getting much playing time, and then now somebody in front of you kind of, you know, opted out or ain't playing, then yeah, they're motivated. But I mean, if you used to playing, you know, teams like Texas and hell, well, I mean, our league sucked this year. It really did. So, fuck. But anyway, Arizona don't have that name. They don't have that cachet or that brand that gets you fired up to go play them. So, they going to have to find the motivation somehow. I mean, BV and all them boys going to have to light their ass up like a Roman candle and get them in line so they can go out here and knock somebody the fuck out, man. So, yeah, and we going to, like I said, we'll touch on it over the weeks coming up, man. Other than that, man, I don't have too much more to talk about, man. I mean, you know, the casual fans, they just don't know, man. I'm answering questions all the time, you know, from my casual fan friends, man, you know, because they really truly don't give a damn about what's happening in these dark ass conference rooms and these extra heavy McDonald's bags out here flying around everywhere. You know, and all the back channeling and all that shit, behind the scenes fuckery. They don't know nothing about none of that, man. And honestly, man, you find yourself going down that rabbit hole trying to explain it to their ass. But it means something to us, man, us football junkies. So, you know, like I said, we're gonna be breaking some shit down here coming up on the bowl game and transfer portal when it starts settling down a little bit more. We'll see who's actually gonna come in from the portal instead of who's going out, and those could be some good conversations. And then, like I said, we got some stuff coming on the horizon. Should be dropping a little coming soon trailer. Hell, we'll just go from there. So thank you for hanging with your boy. So hey, hit the subscribe button, like, share, do all that good shit. And me and Corso, we'll holler at y'all ass later, man. We out of this bitch. Peace.